Alright, check it out. First week of December. Temperature actually rose. It was 22 yesterday. Oh, look at this. The snow. The snow is here. Time for some micro indoor winter racing. Alright, so as you can see up here in the north, the snow has started to fall, which means that we need to move our practicing indoor racing. We've decided to adopt the multi-GP micro class. The issue we've had with the micro class is there's not a lot of information on it. The gear is hard to find. Last year we were racing on 1408 motors, 20 amp ESCs, 3S indoors. This isn't an ideal piece of equipment for most indoor racing. You really need to have an open space for something like this. It's way too heavy, causes a lot of destruction when it hits stuff. You know, technology has changed a lot. Now we've moved over to a micro class, and honestly, these things are just as fast, if not faster, than that other 3-inch we just seen. Now the issue with these is in the beginning it was untested. Not a lot of people had the equipment. Not a lot of people used it, so we didn't know what would work. 1100 series motors, will an 1106 work, will an 1105, 1104 work, is 7500 kVU too much? You know, there's a lot that goes in with this. Now one thing that I got my hands on, which should take a lot of those problems out of the equation, is Buddy RC gave me a Diatone GT-R90. This is a new quad here this season, and it fits right into that micro class. And one thing I really love that they did with this is they've upgraded everything in this package. You know, the VTX is upgraded to a well-known name like the TBS Unify Pro. The ESCs, I'm being told, are Speedix, is a Speedix all-in-one ESC. And then, as always, the Sunny Sky motors are always an awesome upgrade. So let's go ahead and open this thing up, take a look, and see what we have. In the box, we've got an extra piece for the stack. Let's pop this thing out of the box here. See what we got inside. All right, so first off, got extra hardware here, zip ties, XT30, just in case your battery had a JST on it. Extra hardware, nothing crazy outrageous. Extra hardware, some extra zip ties, an extra battery strap. Also in here, one thing I like, it has the ability to integrate some motor guards that they've included in the box. And then some props here, look like they're 20-30 props. We'll give those a try when we get the thing up and running. All right, on to the best part of it here. We're going to pop the quad off the box here. Now this is on a 90mm frame, and one of the immediate things we're going to notice right off the bat is the Sunny Sky motors. Now Sunny Sky has been around since the infancy of drone racing. They're much more than just a budget motor. These motors actually perform just as good as any of the high-dollar motors on the market, but they have a budget price, something everybody can afford. These here are Sunny Sky Edge Racing R1104 6000 kV motors. What feeds those motors is an ESC here. I'm being told this is a Speedix ESC. It does not say it on the box, but this is a 15 amp ESC capable up to 4S. However, I would recommend reading their website. It did recommend that you go through the forum and read the chats. You can damage this quad if the pits aren't tuned right for 4S. So this is a 4S capable ESC, and it does BLHeli-S, D-Shot 300, and D-Shot 600. Now that ESC is going to feed the flight controller up top. This is a Diatone Fury F4 flight controller with built-in OSD. that should be pretty cool. I'm going to try to see if we can't get the smart audio working from here so we can still control the VTX since it has built-in OSD. And with that brings the VTX. Probably the biggest upgrade to the Diatone line here is the TBS Unify Pro. Now it looks like it's going to be an HV even though it does not say so. It's capable of 25 milliwatts, 200 milliwatts, 500 milliwatts, and 800 milliwatts. All right, on the back here, we have the XT30 connector with a current sensor built in. That shouldn't be an issue, should be pretty simple. And this pigtail coming off the flight controller looks like it's for a receiver. We're going to remove this in a later video, and we're going to come over and convert this so it will accept a Spectrum DSMX compatible satellite. We're going to have to make some changes on the flight controller to make that happen though. And last, we're going to move over to the camera. This doesn't look like it has any major name on it. However, it is saying that it is a G1 Sniper. And if you look at the back here, if I can get it tilted, it does have an OSD port. So when we go through and set this thing up, we're going to try to get our maybe a RunCam OSD cable, plug it in there and see if there's any changes and what menus we're going to have the capabilities to change. Now the camera looks like it has the Sony SuperHAD 2 CCD sensor, and it says the field of view is 130 degrees. There is no marking on the cam here to say what lens it is, but it is 130 degree field of view. Now the last thing on this quad that we're going to cover is the frame, something Diatone has never had an issue with. We'll measure this thing up here. Looks like it is a 3mm frame, which is more than enough for this little 90mm. Diatone's frames have never been an issue for me. I have not broken one yet. All right, that's the Diatone GT-R90. We'll pop open a video here in a little bit, see if we can't solder a receiver to it and get it in the air. Thanks for watching.